What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of What's on the Menu, Robe Edition. I am not in my normal studio, aka my house. I am in Monterey Bay, California, and I am joined by my co-host Dale. Dale, how are we doing today?
Not as good as you, living your best life over there.
I'm trying to. A big robe guy, huge robe guy, very comfy. I'm actually on a business trip. I am assisting my girlfriend in a surgical procedure, so I joined along for the ride and thought, what the hell? I want to put on a comfy hotel robe. So
Business trip.
yeah, I am still working. I'm still working. I don't find an excuse. I do
It's
not find
true.
an excuse.
Big one.
Yesterday, let's just say Drew Brees is a model citizen. Came over from San Diego Chargers, going over to the New Orleans Saints. And in wake of Hurricane Katrina, he has been a model citizen. He has done work in African villages, overseas, and has really given back to the community of New Orleans. Unfortunately, he made some comments yesterday in regards to Colin Kaepernick kneeling. It wasn't necessarily pretty, and it wasn't taken lightly over social media. So basically, he was saying that he is against people kneeling with the flag, but he has since rescinded those comments by making a public apology. I would like to apologize to my friends, teammates, the city of New Orleans, the Black community, NFL community, anyone I hurt with my comments yesterday. And speaking with some of you, it breaks my heart to know the pain that I have caused. That's just the first paragraph. He had talked about it on Instagram. And basically, paint the picture for us, Dale. What do you think about his comments yesterday and the fact that he rescinded those comments and now has gone public with a huge apology?
So the video was a few minutes long, right? So if you haven't seen the Drew Brees video yet, I would watch it. I think that just knowing Drew Brees as an athlete, like we all do, he's literally a model athlete, right? Like he's never gotten in
Citizen,
trouble. Yeah, like
U.S.
never
citizen.
gotten in trouble, is always very supportive. He was the face around Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. I don't know. Like, I didn't necessarily agree with all of his takes, but I
Yeah.
also don't agree with everybody on Twitter and the media and black athletes all over the world just body begging and bullying him into a submission apology.
Yeah.
Like the goal of this is to get better, right? As a
Yep.
society and as individuals is to get better and to make progress and to have conversation and to change laws and to change ideals. And you don't do that by bullying people into thinking the same way as you do, right? Like LeBron James, you should have sent him just different stats and different conversation topics and ask questions and have a conversation. Don't try to bully him. You're not going to get anywhere with that. And I think that's why we've been at such a standstill for so long, because instead of having the conversations and doing the right things in order to make progress and to make change in this country, we just fight and argue and riot and yell, and I just don't see change happening that way.
So what you're saying is you're not necessarily on board with what he said, but if you're going to have an opinion, stick by it
Yeah.
and don't basically succumb to groupthink, specifically over social media. So
Right.
guys like Steven Jackson, who made a great speech in wake of George Floyd, his friend, was carrying his daughter around on his shoulders. Ed Reed, Malcolm Jenkins, LeBron James, hell, even Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with what he said, but you know what? I'm okay with him coming, to his grips of saying this. And I think the message is being heard. And I think that how we kept saying, listen to others, educate yourself, maybe he is entitled to his own opinion, but
Yeah.
maybe this is what it took for him to see what the message was trying to be relayed. It's not any disrespect towards military or patriotism, because Richard Sherman was saying something along the lines of there was African Americans fighting with his grandfather in World War II and on the front lines in battles. So it's such a touchy subject. And look, that's the beauty of America. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I do see where you're coming from, that he basically succumbed to everyone's word and kind of had to retract what he said. And from a PR standpoint, that doesn't look very good. I mean, were they protesting in Louisiana?
Yeah. All 50 states had protests. And I think at all point, I think athletes of Drew Brees' statue should come out and say something, but at least be informed, stand behind your decision. At the end of the day, don't get body bagged into changing your mindset or viewpoint without facts or information or looking at it or studying it, because it's not going to help long term.
We're going to have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's how justice and change is going to have to happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, there's another league that's very uncomfortable right now, the MLB. They're having a standoff between owners and players, and, I do not see it going anywhere anytime fast. MLB Players Association suggested 114 games. MLB comes back with 52 games. The players want 50% of their salary. The MLB is coming back with 25 to 40. Dude, what do you think? I don't know if we're going to have baseball.
So the MLB and the owners need to get their fucking shit together because they're in a lot of trouble. Money is let's just flush it right down the toilet, right?
It's being burned.
This is really bad. So Major League Baseball had rejected the players' option of 114 games. At this point, if I'm going to stick to the side, what we just said about Brees, if we're going to stick to an opinion, I'm going to have to stick with the players because, look, if they want to get paid and we are going through another episodic situation with what happened in 1994 with the strike, I'm upset. I'm a huge baseball fan. So are you. As much as I want to watch my Padres, you want to watch your Cleveland Indians. This is a giant stalemate. I mean, does it come down to who blinks first? I don't know, because you go from them wanting to play 82 games, that's what the owners said, to the players saying, fuck that, no, I want 114 games. So then they're like, okay, let's do it 50 games so you could get 70% of your salary. And they said, no, that's not enough. We want more games. What's the middle? What's the middle ground between 50 games and 114? 82? See, that is the thing that is so frustrating. And having the regular season potentially end around Halloween because they don't want to go into Thanksgiving because then that just gets pushed back into free agency. And let's not forget that the collective bargaining agreement, this same discussion is going to have to be discussed in 2021. So there's going to be another downpour of conversation and rhetoric in terms of money and how the players and the owners are going to be unhappy and they're not going to see eye to eye. Sorry that I'm ranting so long.
No,
but
dude,
man, I'm upset.
Facts.
There might not be a season.
Facts. And I'm to the point, I am solely on the players' side of this.
Yep.
They're passing up money that some of them probably need, but they're literally telling the owners to fuck you. Like, you're making all of your money still is how I'm looking at this. And the players are like, we know what you're still making. And it's outrageous. So we're not playing for that.
Everyone gets fucked. So
yeah,
it is really, really sad. I'm worried. I'm really worried.
So in baseball, everyone potentially could get fucked, but in the NBA, only a few teams are getting fucked potentially. The NBA votes to return today. Will, how do you feel?
Check.
Yep,
I'm right there in it. I think as much as we've said it, I need the NBA really bad.
Dude,
the
I love the
NHL is
format
making
too.
efforts. I love the format. We explained it yesterday in the show. There's going to be a 22-team format. There's going to be a playing tournament with games, 8 regular season games. I need this. There's 6 teams that are on the bubble. The San Antonio Spurs, Sacramento Kings, Portland Trail Blazers, the Phoenix Suns, the New Orleans Pelicans, because they want Zion, of course.
Yep.
Go to Williamson, facing up and driving and smashing the rim.
And then you have the Washington Wizards. So, or if the champion is crowned in Orlando with no fans, is there an asterisk next to the title?
I think that there's an asterisk next to the title regardless. I genuinely think the NBA's done it right. They played the majority of their games.
Yeah.
The teams that have no chance to make the playoffs are not even going to get brought back, which makes all the sense in the world.
That's what I love.
Yep. The 8 seeds still had the opportunity to be played out, I think, in a just manner. So I think there's going to be an asterisk, but I think if you win the NBA title in this way, I think you deserve the NBA title.
I'm okay with the asterisk. Look at the 99 Spurs with Tim Duncan. They've won on a shortened season. Look at the 2011-2012 Miami Heat. LeBron, Bosh, Wade.
So leave you guys with some positivity today. The other 3 cops in the Minnesota catastrophe were now charged, thankfully. They deserve to be. They were both charged with 2 crimes. They should be going to jail for a while if convicted as well.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah, we need some change in this country, and it's going to start by holding people accountable. We can't have that anywhere. There's no room for it, so I'm happy to see it.
I can't agree any more than that.
Yeah.
Well, Dale, from my robe to my hotel room in Monterey Bay, another great item list for what's on the menu. We will see you guys tomorrow. Finish the week strong. Happy Thursday. Peace out.
See you guys.